convergence of the Three Rivers on Art Rooney Drive. We welcome you to Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Houston Texans and the Pittsburgh Steelers. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. On first down, it's Haskins. This taken in by Jakeem Grant. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A good start offensively. 15 yards on the game's initial play. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Mike Spot 9, Mike Spot 9. Don't get nervous.
They'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Devin McCourty brings him down. At the 40.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Let's go, D, let's go. Hey, let's get there.
On second down, a run with Edwards-Helaire. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 11 yards there, first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down.
Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Wesley Woodyard. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. DeForest Buckner in on the tackle.
Henry, the ball carrier.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The Steelers' 46-yard line.
On second and 9, Breeze. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Credit the sack to the Oregon Duck, DeForest Buckner. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
On third and long, it's Breeze. And that is incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Just 21 yards on the punt there. And the Steelers will go on offense here, first and 10.
At their own 30.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still... Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Bless on Austin. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all.
He was brought down at the
tackle there by the safety, Xavier McKinney. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Breeze now. And that is incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And it's 3rd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Now Breeze on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Yeah, good game catching the ball in the backfield a week ago. And they're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting has taken over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
Defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limit it to just short runs, because he can really impact this offense. The kick by Sanders is good. And it's now 3-0 Texans.
Steelers.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you've got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
At the 31-yard line.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Haskins. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. Give them 14 on that one and a 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Number 25.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
He was taken down by Vinny Curry.
Out of the shotgun, Haskins eluding the pressure right. And yet again, Haskins is intercepted. 3rd time. Picked off at about the 31. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
That catch good for only a couple. A 4-receiver look here. 3 out to the left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 8. Now the throw here complete on the right sideline. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
That was a nice throw out there to the flat, but they defended that pretty well. The hope is to go ahead and put it on him so he can turn and get upfield and gain additional yardage. There just wasn't anywhere to go on that play.
Breeze now to throw. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here's Brett Kern now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. It'll be a net of 40 yards there following a 43-yard punt, 3-yard return, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It's a first down on a gain of 10. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty, but when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Here we go. Play 56. Play 56.
On 2nd and 11 now. Haskins. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And, partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
On play action, Haskins. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now, that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, give him a good 10 yards on the return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. To throw is Breeze. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. It's caught inside the 25. And he finally is out of bounds, but he's down inside the 20-yard line.
First down, Houston.
The Texans with the first opportunity now from the red zone. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. A first down carry for Henry. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Steelers' 19-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
57.
To throw, it's Breeze. Caught by the tight end, Ertz. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
From the gun, it's Breeze. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you. And you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted. Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
And he'll get this up only to about the 33.
Wilson, the ball carrier.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd. That's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
Edwards-Helaire, they'll try to run for it.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Right back to Edwards-Helaire on 1st down. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here, because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. From the 44, Haskins. That to his running back, Edwards-Helaire. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to it and forcing a 3rd down.
And that's caught by Smith. Past the 20. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10.
That's good.
That one goes for 36 yards.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run with Wilson out of the shotgun. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 3-yard line.
2nd quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Only gets a yard, but it's enough to set him up 1st and goal.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy, let him pick up the 1st down.
And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
He gets it halfway there with that run. I think you play up-tempo, get right back on the line of scrimmage, and hammer at him again.
2nd and goal from the 1. They run the toss here to Wilson. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Wilson. Jeff Wilson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Steelers have taken the lead. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On is Mason Crosby for the point after. And this is up and good to make it 7-3.
Makes the score Steelers 7, Texans 3. Mason Crosby set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the 2nd half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football.
And the Texans 1st down.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And he finds his tight end, it's Ertz. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. They'll contain him to just 4, second down.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Down right on the 50, a gain of 3. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. And the Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. Midfield, here's Breeze. They set up the screen for Henry. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Here's Brett Kern now as he's on to punt for Houston. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And out will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead. But a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half. That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Haskins looking to throw on first down. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. It'll be a gain of 17 and a Pittsburgh first.
10 at the 46-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's Haskins out of the gun. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Ross Cockrell. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or 2 and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
Well, they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
23-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Shotgun now for Breeze. Going for Evans, but that pass is intercepted. T.J. Green with a pick.
Breeze pass intercepted. The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll run with Wilson. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This from 44 yards out, left hash. And the 13-year man puts it through, and that will do it for this first half. So we'll reach halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Mason Crosby set to kick off.
The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second half. And he returns this to the 22.
On the return, the Texans take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week on our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their
doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
looking for tendency breakers right now. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Throwing now is Breeze. And right side, Henry's got it. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 12 yards there and a first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. You need your wide receivers as blockers. Sometimes they get a hold.
The big runs are often a result of what they do on the perimeter. In this case, got caught holding, and this one will come back.
Here's Breeze to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. Alshon Jeffrey, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Again, it's Breeze. Gonna look deep for Jeffrey. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Well, the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Here comes Grant on the return. Excellent work on the run back there, 33 yards. And the Steeler offense, they're set up nicely as they take over. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Looking to throw, Haskins. They'll set up the screen to Edwards-Helaire. 7 yards there on the 1st down screen play.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Here's Haskins, a quick throw out wide. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 12.
Here's Edwards-Helaire. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
2nd down, this is Wilson. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Wilson, the ball.
And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. They're going on 4th down. Haskins. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Herb Smith Jr., his first touchdown of the new season. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead.
Partner, they had a good lead as they went in at the half, and they came out here in the 2nd half and found a way to extend it. I love their consistency. Don't worry about what they said at halftime. This seemed like a team that was ready to play 60 minutes, and while this game is far from over, I love their approach.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. On the return, here comes Amir Abdullah. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Take over 1st and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
A 2nd and 10 forthcoming here. 3rd quarter action in the Steel City of Pittsburgh, PA. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Henry, the ball carrier.
And that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback on the expected passing situation.
To throw on 3rd down. Dobbs, he'll buy some time right. He's going to let this. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he is going to have a Texans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Give them 35 yards there on the 3rd down conversion. Now it's Henry. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. To throw is Dobbs. Looking for the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, from what we've seen thus far, this is not a formula for winning football. When you have more turnovers than points scored, that's a tough way to try and win a game.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
32-yard line.
Haskins will throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A good pickup there at 22. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
From the gun, it's Haskins. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. He was looking for the Michigan Wolverine, Donovan Peoples-Jones, but it's going to be second down.
Brings up second and
to throw again. Haskins. Brought in over the middle by Grant. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 24-yard line. A good pickup there at 22.
24-yard line.
Throwing now, Haskins on first down. And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. It'll be first and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Steelers were last in the NFL in red zone touchdown percentage a season ago, down around 35%. It's first and goal. They'll run with Edwards-Helaire. And the Steelers are going to have a first and goal forthcoming as he takes this down to about the 5-yard line. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
On second down, it's Wilson. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on third and goal. They'll try and push it in with Gore. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead.
But they decided to run it in and got it done on third and goal. A lot of times that's a passing play.
And the kicker just has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns and 21 points.
Makes the score Steelers 24, Texans 3. Mason Crosby set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Rashawn Gary. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
On third down, Dobbs. And that will be incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Hurts over the middle. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. This is Henry. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
Number 22.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
On first down, Dobbs to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he'll finally be taken down at the 18. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
You tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Dobbs. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Derrick Henry. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Texans cut into that lead. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Yeah, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, whoever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that cuts the lead to 24-10. Jakeem Grant now to return. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
On the return, the Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
It's a foot race. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Jeff Thomas, his first NFL reception, goes for 6. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead.
His kick in.
One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking...
He's got a man, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big pickup of 38.
Houston.
On 1st and 10, Dobbs. Flush to his right. Caught by the tight end, Ertz. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It's another first down on what will be a gain of 21 yards. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Mike Evans. His second touchdown on the season. And the Texans get a bit closer. Sanders now to add the extra point. And the lead will be cut down to 14.
Makes the score Steelers 31, Texans 17. Jason
now
Sanders.
After the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This is Jakeem Grant. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. He'll find his running back, Edwards-Helaire. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 26-yard line.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards, a first down. This defense, Charles, they have unraveled here in the 4th.
In a sense, it's like they're being pressed, like in a basketball game, and they just can't get the ball over half court. I mean, no matter what they do, they can't get off the field. They can't slow them down. They're just going up and down the field against them. Yeah, unraveling would be a perfect word for them.
Edwards-Helaire.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Down and 10.
Haskins going to try to throw it. Looking long for Thomas. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
3rd down. Here's Haskins. Looking here for Smith downfield. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
I'm looking at this with my defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
It'll be a 39-yard punt, 4 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Gain of 21 yards.
That was a beautifully executed screen pass. Let the rushers get upfield. The blocking forms in front, lofted it to the runner, and now not only does he have open space in front of him, he's got an escort as well, and they pick up big yardage.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Let's go. 79. You Let's go.
Dobbs looking to throw on 1st down. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again. Dobbs on the screen. This is Edmonds. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
He'll get this to his running back, Edmonds. And he is going to have a Texans first down, and comfortably so, as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard.
First down, Texans.
On 1st and 10, Dobbs. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Throwing again. Dobbs flushed out right. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them. And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for Pittsburgh, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for the Texans, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll get a home date next week against the Minnesota Vikings. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside